Hi everyone, welcome back to another Beyblade Burst Rise unboxing, and today we're going to be taking a look at Union Achilles A5. We'll start off with the front of our packaging here, and I do realize I'm a little bit behind with this, but better late than never. Looking pretty awesome sealed away there. I think they've done a pretty good job at reproducing most of the original's features. Nice graphic up in the top right there as well of him. And let's go to the back to our parts listing, starting with our chip. So right spinning it is, and then down to our energy layer. So as I was saying, they did a really good job of reproducing the original here, because we actually get the gimmick, and that's a bit far and few in between with these Rise series of bays. So that's going to be really interesting to look at. It's a bounce type of energy layer, and below we've got our forge disc, so D77, the Hypersphere version of Convert. And then finally our performance tip is TH12, which is the Hypersphere Extend performance tip. And then to the right for our overall stats, so we've got 2 for runtime and 4 for drop-in rate. And that is it for our packaging. Let's get this guy opened up and take a closer look at everything. And here we are with everything out of our packaging. Now let's check out our energy layer and chip to start off with. And here is our Union Achilles energy layer with chip. And let's do some comparing. I do have Takira Tomy version here, so differences between the two color-wise, there is quite a few. So Hasbro tend to leave spots out where the stickering would be, and you can see that here with the sections on the blue. And just here on these points on the silver and a little bit there. But they've also decided to go with a bit of a color change. So we've changed the color of where the gold would be here. We've just left that plain, but that little sword tip there is now silver, and as well as our handles are gold instead of silver. So interesting little change there. And then let's talk about our gimmick. So our gimmick with the original, of course, is you can remove this frame from the bay, the layer. And another thing too is the weight system, of course, with Hasbro is not metal nor removable like it is on this Takira Tomy version. So you can see it's just plastic there, and yeah, just part of the mold. And there we are. There's the gimmick, and when we do remove it, we become a almost defense style of layer. And then yeah, when it is on, it's a rather heavy attack type. And we'll pop that chip of the Hasbro one out, so you can see the center of that fake weight system is attached to that chip, but then the rest of it is attached to that frame that we can remove. So that's pretty interesting, and that actually makes the Hasbro one, if I can just turn this on and put the original on, which is 3.85, and then our Hasbro one 4.35. So it's heavier. And with that, another thing that you can do is attach it to the Takira Tomy version. So these you can switch between each other. So put the Takira Tomy one on the Hasbro, and yeah, same with it. And that means you can now add again weight to the TT one with this frame, making it a heavier bay, a heavier version of that. So interesting that you can do that. Of course, if you do have the original on with the weight system, it's going to be heavier, but you can make a heavier version of that game combo with the Hasbro one. And unfortunately, you cannot add, even with that frame on the Hasbro one, you cannot add a metal weight to it because they've got bits that do block that from happening. And now let's go to our chip. So I've got a QR code there that you can grab for yourself. Just give you a moment to do so, and that'll be it for our energy layer. Let's move on to our forge disc. For that, we've got the Hypersphere version of Convert, and they've definitely toned this down from the original, which I've got here so we can compare the two. So huge size difference as well as weight, because we are missing a fair amount of metal and the frame. So the whole thing was too with Convert is it had a gimmick where you could change the position of the frame, so you could bring this little metal arrow bit here around to the other side, and that would change the balance, and it would actually make it unbalanced. And then when it's in the position that it is now, it is a balanced disc. And with the Hasbro one, as you can see, nothing like that. And they've just got it fixed in that bounce mode, so you're not going to get a wobble with it or have an opportunity to get a wobble with it. You can attach your own frame, of course, and that might add a little bit of extra weight and change the style, so making it attack, bounce, defense, whichever. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our Convert, and we're going to move on to that performance tip. Hyperspheres extend for our performance tip, and I must say it does really look like Extend Plus. I am told that it is just Hypersphere's version of Extend, but if I do grab the original, a lot of design similarities going on between these two. And even if I have this in full extended mode into attack, and we put them side on, you can see the shape very much like each other. And but yep, that's just my opinion anyway. And let's talk about that tip now. So it is semi-rough, so it's going to give us a decent amount of grip. It's a rounded tip, but not as round as some, so we're not going to get a huge amount of stamina out of it, but combined with that semi-rough surface, we are going to get some good movement from it. And that's pretty much all I can say about that, other than we've got all this little silver flecks going on through it, so that looks pretty cool. And let's piece this thing together and have a feel of those slopes. Let's make sure we've got all of our bits here, and we'll get that performance tip on, and here we go. So nice good resistance there, trying to initially get it on, so that bodes well. And then we are over that little ridge now, and some good grip strength from that. I am really liking that. It seems like it's going to be some decent slopes, and it's even quite hard to bring it back the other way. So awesome. All right, well, let's weigh these two up real quick, because I am interested just to see what sort of weight difference we do have overall between the original and our Hasbro one. So Takira Tomy first. So 62.64 grams, and now Hasbro. So just rolled right off, and let's try that again. So you're going to not do that. And I'm doing a horrible job at this. Why don't we just put it like that? That would be a better idea, wouldn't it? So 45.09. So yeah, huge difference between the two. Of course, to be expected, but it's always nice to know these things. And let's get out our stadium and see how he performs. Alright, we're back after a quick setup, and let's get this thing on a launcher. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So nice launch there, and that tip finding some grip on the stadium and trying to work its way out of that lower section, as it does a couple of times. So that's pretty good movement, and starting to slow down now. And yeah, stamina not the greatest, but looks like it's still going to be halfway decent. And I'm going to throw the original Takira Tomy one in, and we'll see how they both go together. And here we are with our little brand battle, and to finish things off, and we'll put our Extend Plus in attack. And well, let's see how these two come up against each other. And nice, good striking there from our Hasbro one, which wins with a survivor victory. Okay, let's go another round real quick. This time we'll put the Extend Plus in stamina and launch Hasbro first. And let's see how we go now. And a lot heavier impacts from the Takira Tomy one went like that. And yeah, he wins out with his own spin finish. And that will be it for this unboxing. So I hope you liked the video, and until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.